Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sarwan Kumar Jha. I'm from BSCIT Batch 1. Today, I am present here to present my PPT on the topic of Codes 12 rule. Firstly, we have to know that in database management system, we have to know that what is database. The data is stored in the tabular form. And if we want to know the relational database, in the database, the data is stored in tabular form as well as the relational between two table is called relational database. Let's start the codes rule topic. Firstly, we have to know about the history of codes rule. You see here in my PPT, Dr. Eager F. Code, after his extensive research on the relational database system, came up with 12 plus 1 rules. 12 plus 1 rules means here one rule is zero order and the 12 is the relational database rule. Relational database rule means the database which obey the rule, it is called relational database. One is zero rule, so we can say that 12th rule of his own, which according to him. A database must obey in order to be regarded as a true relational database. This is a foundation rule which acts as a base for all other rules. That means if any database follow these rules, then it is called a relational database. Here the course 12th rule, first is zero single foundation rule. Zero single foundation rule says that if any dbms is saying rdbms, then it will be another software and program. If it will be independent, then it is not called rdbms. That means if any database management system is called relational database management system, then it will be independent from any other software. Second is first information rule. Information rule says that the data is stored in database, may it be user data and metadata, then it will be stored in database in tabular form. It says that any any data which is stored in database is only stored in tabular form, not in paragraphical form. Third is second guaranteed access rule. If we want to access data, then by selecting command we have to access the data. There are many commands in database like select. If we want to access the data, then you can access the data in guaranteed access rule. Fourth is systematic treatment of null value. The fourth rule says that the null value in the database must be given a symmetrical treatment and uniform treatment. This is a most important rule in DBMS. Fifth is active online catalog. The structured description of an entire database must be stored in online catalog. That means the data have its own data dictionary. In dictionary, data can store the track or current data. That means the data have its own dictionary and it stores the track of data. Fifth is comprehensive data sublanguage. In RDMMS, we should use such a language, the data in comprehensive manner, just like we have to update, delete, and retrieve the data by command. In database, if we using this command, update, delete, and retrieve, there are many examples of comprehensive data sublanguage, DDL, DML, DCL, TCL. If we want this full form, then DDL stand for data definition language, DML stand for data manipulation language, DCL stand for data control language, and TCL stand for transaction control language. Seventh is view updation rule. Theoretically, every view that is updated in database should also be updated by the system. That rule says that if any database only update the theoretically view, it must be updated in system. Seventh, high level global insert, update, and delete. This rule says that if we update, delete, and insert data into the database with a single command, this rule says that if we want to update and delete database, we can use the command and we will also the update and delete. It rule says that physical data independence. In this, if we make any changes in a storage structure, there should be no effect on data. This rule says that if we any make any changes in a storage structure, then the data will not any effect. That means data cannot be affected and not any loss will be occurred in the database. Ninth is logical data independence. If we make any changes to the logical or a schema, it should not affect the application program. This rule says that if we change any schema like a structure, then it will not affect in application program. That means the application program must run. And the 10th is called integrity independence. Here the database should be independent from the it is used in. This rule makes the database independent from its front end and application. This rule says that database will be independent from front end and application. And 11th rules is distribution independent. We have to make the system appear to the user as if it is centralized. Even if it is distributed, the user should not feel that this database is operated by me. In this rule, this rule say that if any database is decentralized, then we make the database, then the user feel that the database is centralized and it is operated by me, and any command, if we give any command, then database will follow this command and the database work according to that command. 12th is non-subversion rule. This rule says that RDMMS should not bypass any integrity rule. Thank you for listening.